Hey, thanks for watching the video. I've never actually made a video where I talk. I usually just show videos of the car, trying to go faster. Progress pictures, progress, everything. Recently there's been a lot of changes with the car. People ask me a lot of questions on Facebook, so I figured I'd take some time to record the car, kind of point out what I've done with it, and what changes are to come, what changes have been made, and really where I want to be in the future with the car. So I'm going to flip this recorder around and try to give you guys a good idea of what's all done to the car. Alright, so this is my car. It's a 2006 Subaru Impreza WRX. It's not an STI, it's actually a TR model. Comes stripped down, ready to go. Basically everything that you usually do to these cars, you take all the factory stuff off, so why pay for it all from the factory? So changes this year, obviously the car went from being black to being white. This is actually a liquid wrap. It sprays on like paint and peels off just like a wrap would after you dry it. But I believe the color is pearl white with Skywalker blue, for people who are curious about the color. It has a lot of blue flake in it. I'll try to see if I can catch it. It's kind of hard to see. Well, again, some changes for the car this year. We've put the P&L lightweight brake kit on. It's the Willwood set. It works on the STI or the WRX. I got the front and the rear. It saves about 80 pounds of rotating weight, mostly from the rotors. This year I've also changed the glass in the car. The rear windows are polycarbonate. The back window is also polycarbonate. It's pre-molded Lexan basically. It forms to the stock shape of the window. It works pretty well. Parachute and everything's still the same setup as last year. Underneath of the car, we've actually changed the way the fuel setup is done. Let's see. So it's a weld-on 2345A. I've also cut out the stock trunk. One more thing while I'm down here. I switched to the TSS fab rear lateral links. I'm actually waiting on a subframe to come in. Hopefully it comes in sometime soon before I get the car aligned, or else I'm going to have to do it all over again. As far as the inside goes, completely stripped the car this year. The only thing inside is basically the fuel cell. Don't mind the wiring mess, it's still trying to get the car together. You know, back doors are gutted. Single Kirky seat. The door cars don't weigh a whole lot. I guess if you're trying to be picky, you can remove those two, but they don't weigh enough for me to want to take it out. Especially sitting in the front, I want the car to kind of appear nice around me. It's kind of why I put the stock dash back in. Underneath is all pretty gone though. It's doesn't really take up much weight. That dash, I don't want to say how much it weighs, but it's probably next to nothing. So again, last year I had the turbo in the front grille. This year I decided to get a little more serious. I made a T4 twin scroll setup. It's a Precision 6785. It's a class turbo for World Cup finals. I guess that's the ultimate goal with the car. So here's the engine. Yeah, 6-star performance and fabrication out of Pittsburgh. Make the twin scroll manifold for me. Dave up there does a really good job and a pretty reasonable amount of time. He worked a lot of late nights getting this kit together for me, and I'm really thankful for that. He also made a custom intercooler for the car. All the intercooler piping, it was all done up there, 6-star. New this year also is the AMS intake manifold with the Boomba throttle body. I think of new additions. I rerouted all of the catch can fittings to ANs. I picked up the AN fittings at IAG Performance. IAG Performance goodies are all over the car. I got their fuel rails, their pitch stop mounts back there. It's a really nice piece. With the way that I have the exhaust routed, I would really hate to have the car move around at all and bend up my hood as the exhaust is shifting. I also have their solid motor mounts on the car. Really helps keep things in line. On the inside of the engine, this is a IAG Stage 4 Extreme block with their IAG Stage 5 heads. The let's see, the block, it's pretty much what the average customer would get. You just go on their website and order a Stage 4 short block. It's just like anyone else's would be. I do have the tri-beam rods in there. I'm not sure if they still offer those, but I know they've treated me good so far. Let's see. I'm trying to think. CSF. I think CSF is the brand of this radiator. It's their drag series radiator. I can't really tell you if it keeps the car cold. I haven't done much street driving with the car yet. Hopefully I'll be able to tell you guys soon. I did take off the alternator this year also and switch to a 16 volt system. So XX Power makes the 16 volt batteries pretty cheap. The only issue is street driving the car. It's pretty much impossible. It's kind of made me want to put an alternator back on the car just for street driving, because I really do enjoy driving the car on the street still. So that's really it for the motor. It's a ID 2000s Cobb's Flex Fuel kit on the car. Back to the inside, I'll try to start the car up just to let you guys see what it sounds like. Again, the car is on Cobb. It's the V3 kit. Still a 6-speed manual. It's the ASD staging brake. Really helps the car come out the hole pretty good. Yeah, the car is pretty ridiculously loud. It will give you a headache real fast. The few more things I forgot to mention. The car has a P&L triple disc in it for comp. What else? I know I'm forgetting a million things, but that's really the main things. If you have any more questions about the car, or want to try to do some of this stuff yourself, just let me know, or I can point you in the direction of the right shop that can take care of you. Just hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good night.